Hello, Leo. Thank you for tuning into your general read. For the main part of the read, I'm using the Ellen Dugan Witches Tarot. Yeah. And it's illustrated by Mark Evans. I'm saying that backwards lately. I don't know why. And the supportive cards, the Angel Answers Oracle cards by Doreen Virtue and Radley Valentine. Okay. I already shuffled. Let's see. Really? I'm getting a very uniform feel here. So this is interesting. This card keeps coming in upside down. Yeah, no, they went upside down. Okay, so we'll leave it that way. Let's see if I remember to put it right side up by the end of this. As we're going in here, I feel like what we're talking about first is where the situation is starting. Nine of Wands. I feel like for you, like this is definitely usually a standing your position, defending your position card, but I feel like what we're talking about as we're going in, because it's how you're relating to the environment, I feel like you're trying to get things to go forward. And you're having a hard time getting them to go forward, but you're not backing off. You're continually trying to get them to move forward, but they're not. The environment has the Wait card. I don't feel like they're moving forward. You're having a hard time getting them to move forward. You have the Remain Positive card on your side. I feel like you're still dedicated to getting it to move forward, and you're just like, if I just keep pushing forward, it'll keep happening. Like, I can get this to move forward. That's how we're going in, I'm noticing. Alright. I did get another card with them. I was like, can we explain this a little bit? Why are they like holding back? Because they're nervous. I get the Page of Wands. That card, a lot of times, just because of that way that kid looks on there, he looks nervous to me. And while Wands is a fire energy, a Page is usually a follower, I feel like there's something else pulling on this situation. And you're trying to get something to move forward. It's not moving forward, but something else seems to be pulling at it. I'm getting the Empress reversed here as like another part of this. Like something else, when I get the Empress reversed, I feel like that's not the best reasoning. The Empress reversed is somebody who's more... the way I'm getting it, because it's reversed, it's kind of a selfish card. Somebody has ulterior motives. Somebody wants something to go their way, and they don't feel like the situation is serving them personally. So I feel like you're getting adversity because of that. I feel like this is self-serving. The Empress right side up is a beautiful card. The Empress reversed, the way I'm getting this, I feel like somebody is just... They have their own ulterior motives. They want things to go something else. Something else would be better for them personally. I get this as a very selfish feeling here. Just how the energy's connecting. And I feel like it's almost like this person, like whoever you're dealing with, seems to be the middleman between you and the upside down Empress. Because they seem to be upset. The Empress is pushing them to not go forward. They're afraid to like upset the Empress because the Empress seems a little bit aggressive. And they don't want to let you know what's actually happening. I don't know if they're even telling you, because I feel like the Empress and the Empress's actions or motives are coming forward to you later. But the reason things are kind of in this deadlock or not moving forward is because the Empress is pushing at this person or people to not move forward, and they're not. You aren't realizing that the Empress is doing this, so you're remaining positive. You're kind of waiting it out in a sense. You're just like, you continue on with what you need to do to keep the situation going, not realizing the Empress is opposing you, and you're trying to keep it going forward. You're having an optimistic outlook. Now, as this goes forward, I do see a couple of interesting cards here. The Empress, it comes forward what the Empress is doing. I feel like you realize what's happening. Because of that, you seem to step back. You have the Six of Swords. I don't feel like you're against the confrontation. I just feel like it's kind of like, you know what, I have other things going on. You back off. You definitely, I feel like this is you backing off. But I almost feel like it's like, you go your way, I'll go my way. Whatever the situation is you're dealing with, I don't feel like it's the end of it. Because you have the Wheel of the Year at the top. And this is different. Like, it's definitely the same. I think it's the same spot as the Wheel of Fortune would be in a tarot deck, normal tarot deck, which is a tarot deck, but still. With the Wheel of the Year, it's going through a cycle. And you're feeling like, you know what, for now, I can just handle this my own way. You're just taking it on for yourself. I almost feel like you're putting the situation on life support. Like it's in stasis, it's hibernating. And you're just keeping it going as much as you need to keep it surviving. Because you have the Page of Pentacles in the future for you. Which means you're continuing on this same effort, but I almost feel like you're doing it on your own. And this might last a while, where you're kind of on your own, keeping the situation kind of in hibernation mode, life support, if you will. Because I'm noticing right below this with the Page of Pentacles, the environment has the don't stop. So I don't feel like I feel like the Empress reversed here is still kind of trying to keep things the way they want them to be. I'm getting kind of a selfish feel here. I don't feel like this person is benefiting other people any more than just themselves. I feel like whatever they're doing, they're benefiting just themselves. And that seems to have an expiration date on it. Maybe not in the near future, but at some point that feels like that's going to kind of drown itself out. And I feel like you might be aware of that because you have no need to worry on your side. I feel like how you're viewing this upside down Empress, it just really feels like a selfish card to me. I feel like you're viewing this like, you know what? Either one of two things. The way the situations go playing out, you've seen this playing out with other people before, and you're like, you know what? Every dog has its day. Or it's this same person you maybe have to constantly deal with, and you're like, you know what? This isn't worth me getting involved or upset about. This person always does themselves in sooner or later. So, you know, I'm going to let them, you know, sink their own ship in their own time. And when that's done, this will still be going because I'm keeping it in hibernation mode. I'll just bring it forward when that time's right, because I don't need to deal with that person. Something about this upside down Empress you're aware of. You've either dealt with a similar situation in the past and you're recognizing it for what it is, or this person does this. Like, it's their thing. They do this, and you're aware of it. And you're just like, you know what? I'm going to let this person just drown themselves because that's what they're going to do. They always do. It's not a problem. I'll just hold back, do what I need to do, and wait it out. And you know what? I just feel like you're kind of like water off a duck's back. You're like, you're gonna falter on your own. I don't need to fight with you. Because I almost feel like you're also looking at it like the more you fight with this person, like the more it just makes them want to push the situation forward. It just seems to make it go on longer. And you're like, I have no need to do that. I just feel like you're seeing this situation at the end here, at least. I just feel like you're seeing this person for what they are. Like, you're seeing it. You're just like, you know what? I'll just let it... I can put this on back burner for now. I have a lot of other things I can do. I don't mind. Like, I don't feel like it bothers you. I just feel like you're just kind of like, I have other things I can do. It's fine. I know how the situation's going to work out in the long run. That was really quick. I think, like, Leo energy in this situation, like, I don't feel like you're being, like, too upset by the whole situation. You seem to be just kind of rolling with it. And I feel like a lot of it is because you're recognizing this person. Either one of two things. Dealt with this type of person before, or this person constantly is the same person. You have to deal with them the same way every time. And you're just like, you know what? Been down this road, learned this lesson. I'll let you sink your own ship, and when my time comes back around, I'll resume what I want to resume. Good? Alright. I feel like we're good with that. That being said, I'm going to wrap this up here. Of course, if you'd like a direct reading from me, shoot me an email, jamesforastral@gmail.com. James, the number 4, astral, @gmail.com. Thank you.